now.
And let's go.
Here we are.
What's up, everybody? We are doing a dual recording here. So YouTube's gonna get to see this. So hi, YouTube. Podcast is gonna get to hear this. So hello, podcast. Say hello, Amari.
What's up, guys?
It's
Why
more
I'm
fun
doing this.
watching you be uncomfortable actually on camera. He's just like all frozen.
He's not uncomfortable. Very poised.
He's very poised. Why are you not moving?
I don't know. It took me a lot to get here. So,
well, everybody watching, we are coming to you, and we want to go face to face because we wanted to answer some frequently asked questions on today's podcast and recording. So here we go. Are we ready to do this? Are we? Because we have what's coming up, Amari.
our retreat in September. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did your voice got so much deeper?
Because I got very excited.
It's not very far away.
It goes both. It jumps high and screechy, or gets low and deep.
Let's get Kira's gonna go do something. We'll be right back. Might have sold something on Marketplace and the people just showed up. You know.
Yay.
So professional.
This is life.
This is life. The first question, Amari, we're going to ask is, how long are our retreats?
Oh, okay. Our retreats generally tend to be 7 days. We have had fewer in the past, like 4 days, and we've also had as long as 10 days. Like this retreat in Lake Tahoe is going to be 10 days, September 5th to September 15th.
And one of the reasons we make them a little longer is because of demand, right? People tend to want to, and for obvious reasons, right? They want to vacation longer.
Yeah, I mean, it's the number one and only complaint after we send the surveys out of their time there is. They also have the suggestions, of course, but the number one complaint is, yes, why isn't this longer? And how can we make this longer? So that pretty much giving what everybody wants, right?
Yeah. You give the people what they want. And a reason for them being longer too, for anybody out there who's just wondering, like, if they could do it for that long. You can, first of all, we do our best to make sure that it is a fun experience for you. But also you get more results that way. If you think about being pulled out of your busy life with all of your distractions, and you're put into a serene environment where you can focus on your health, good things happen. So the longer you can do that, the more results you're going to get.
Right. Yeah, you have a better chance to really not feel rushed, and you can really kind of like soak it all in and start applying it while you're there. So when you go home, you have a better roadmap and just a better base on how you're going to implement the things you've done, learned, and ingested and digested. So when you go home, you can practice those.
Yeah, practice ingesting and digesting. I was gonna try to make y'all go through without a joke, but that was 4 minutes. So here's one we get. I got this question last weekend. How much does it cost? So I'll start, and Mario, you can jump in after this. I'll say it costs what it costs. No, that's me being we try to do our best to make it the same as you would for an all-inclusive vacation that you would take. So that being said, most all-inclusive vacations, what do they include? They include your food and your drink. So we do that. That's how our prices are based. And the only other fluctuation would be in excursions or adventures that may be a little extra. We do try to always include a few. So the price reflects that. And then I would say, lastly, I'm going to probably take away all your answers, Amari. Lastly, the price reflects the location often. for reasons everybody understands, is that to go to Florida is cheaper than to go to California. So it's just how that is, unless you can drive to the California retreat.
You didn't say the price though.
Well, I didn't because they're different for every retreat.
Okay, fair enough.
But we could say the price for
Or
Tahoe,
mean.
even though I don't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah, I would say like a mean price is, well, Carrie will probably know better. The
Just
mean
in time,
price.
Carrie.
Just a moment, let me get you the exact price.
Oh, she doesn't know. There.
It's 8,000 something.
There you go.
For the early bird pricing for Tahoe.
Oh yes, but for the mean price for all our retreats, because that's a longer retreat.
Yeah, then it would probably be 5 is probably the average.
Yeah. There you have it.
Yeah, and this one's reflective of 10 days and Lake Tahoe. So
Correct.
there you go. And that's how that typically works. Like sometimes you'll get into our Jamaica one's is not super cheap either, but it's Jamaica. It is a little bit higher end. We freaking stay in a palace, so there's also that.
Sure.
Marble floors and
Bucks.
crazy, all kinds of craziness. So Carrie, what's our next question?
What do you do? What do we do with these retreats, guys?
A whole lot of goofing around.
If
That
I
is
would
for sure.
say in like a quick format, wake up, let's say 7 a.m. No, earlier than that. We do a short walk at 7, breakfast at 8, talk for a little bit, couple hours of fitness. Some of it is faster paced, some of it is slow and stretching, but couple hours, lunch, and then we do some awesome activities in the afternoon, followed by dinner and awesome hang time is the general gist of a day.
Perfect.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
I will add in there, we sometimes do ridiculous stuff like pranks on one another,
We're
or
not talking
the
about
hot
those things.
or the hot chip challenge.
Oh man, yeah.
We have a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Yes, definitely have a lot of fun. What's our next one?
What is included? What's included? Once you arrive at your destination and we get you from the airport, everything necessary
that's
is
included.
included.
That's included.
Picking you up?
There you go.
Yes, picking you up is included. And then your stay, your food, and some of the activities are all included in the price.
Mari, guessing to add?
Oh no, she said everything.
Did you say swag?
Oh yeah, sometimes we have some special gifts for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what.
The swag. What else? I think like we mentioned food already. So food and drink.
All meals are included.
Swag. A comfy bed. A place to sit during dinner.
The majority of the excursions. Yeah, she said everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just being goofy. Okay, what's next?
Where do we stay?
Like, elaborate.
So once I arrive and you say I'm sleeping in a bed, what does that mean? Or what are facilities? Are we at a campsite?
Oh no, that would be fun though.
Typically we rent a house. We try to do all in one house, depending on the location that we're at and how many clients we have attend. But typically we do, let's say, an Airbnb house with many rooms and bathrooms. That way I have a full kitchen to make all the meals. We usually have space for all of our fitness activities and hang time, as well as everyone has their own bed and bedroom.
Yeah, that's another big thing too. So oftentimes I would say most of the time we do our best to make sure that everybody has their own room and bathroom. And that you're not sharing a room. So those things are also factored into that cost. It does make it a tad bit harder to find the right places. But we already try to keep our clients' comfort, especially for 10 days. Like we try to keep your comfort paramount. So.
And we do like it to be family style, meaning all in one place and not everyone having an individual hotel room where we don't get to hang and see one another and actually be a part of one another's lives. So this gives us a chance to all be together, but yet have our own private space when we need.
Right. I think it's part of the whole process or the whole journey and the experience is like having that time to have that alone time as well to like reflect and recover and just like be still in your moment because everybody comes from different walks of life, whether they're busy with work or family, friends, events, what have you. When they come here, they're going to be just thrown into the mix with so many different personalities and a great time. So having that space just to reflect, maybe journal a little bit, or just sit in quietness and alone time is so important. And kind of what we're trying to create is not just a whole fun and adventure, but also a time to be still. Because we, in our normal life, we don't, the majority of us don't create that time of just being still, besides when we're sleeping.
Sure. It's very true. Amari, I've got a question for you.
Shoot.
How many people normally come to our retreats?
Between 6 to 8. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it is. I
Between 6
don't
to 8.
know if there's a right answer, but yeah, I think the key to that is they're small group sizes. We don't typically, actually, we don't really want to get into it really more than 12. For us, intimacy and being able to cover the class like we want to, as far as teaching and instructing, and feeling like everybody's getting, personal care for us outside of 12, it gets tricky. Not that we wouldn't do it without extra help, but ideally we don't. So yeah, I think that would, small group size, nice and intimate. So next question. What levels of fitness? This is a good one because a lot of people feel like they're not fit enough for a fitness retreat. And I feel like that comes from Instagram, because when you see retreats on Instagram, they're always fit people doing the yoga retreat, right? There are always fit people who seem to be already in shape. And I think for us, we want everybody to know that Amari and I both have corrective exercise, like corrective corrective movement backgrounds. I've done restorative fitness for many years. I know Amari's done a lot of therapy and corrective exercise for many years. You can't actually be trainers as long as we have been without dealing with a lot of people's injuries. So injuries, if that's your hang up, that's something we would invite you to hop on the phone and give us a call, and we'll talk you through how we could treat that. We're actually nerds when it comes to that stuff. So we're like working on people, and he's over there and I'm over here. And we're like, that's just the life, right?
We love that.
Yeah,
we're like problem solvers, and we just want to really kind of help because it's easy. I think we all get like, not disappointed, but we all get like bummed and beat up over the fact that we have limitations, and because we have these limitations, we aren't able to enjoy life. And that's not the truth. The truth is we can still enjoy life through the limitations we have, but those limitations don't define us, and they're just a small part of where we're at. And what we tend to do is work through the problem and not around it. So you don't have to be in that season for long, hopefully. And then you could go ahead and enjoy all the things you wanted to do from that maybe you've done in the past or you've never done before. And now you have an opportunity. So we're really here just to help facilitate wherever you are in life. And we want to just help nurture that and push it.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's well said.
Yeah, I think that also applies to food, and that I nerd out more in the kitchen. So don't not come because you have too many allergies, or I'm not gonna say issues, but things that your body's dealing with that you're like, I can't eat this and that, and it's just too complicated. That makes it fun for me in a way. So we try to treat everyone where they're at and help you and show you that there is a way for everyone in whatever stage of life you are currently in.
Right.
True. So now that we have all these questions answered, let's talk about Tahoe. So I want to just personally say that Tahoe was one of my favorite retreats last year, for a lot of reasons. But the outdoors there, for just the California outdoors, like California like mountains, there is a crispness in the air, right? There is. It feels like that. It feels like the oxygen's easier to breathe. I don't know. Maybe I'm making this up. And then the scenery is just gorgeous. It's, I mean, just amazing backdrop. I mean, doing workouts, did a bunch of workouts outside and being, with the mountains as the backdrop, hiking up into the snow and the snow top at the caps of the mountains. Even jumping in that freezing cold water with Amari was fun. But this year it should be warmer. I say that, I don't think it actually changes temperature, not by much, because we're going later in the year, but which means we won't get to see snow, which is kind of a bummer.
Oh, that's right. It'll be a different time.
Yeah, so that's my favorite things. What about you guys? Well, I'll put you on the spot.
I mean, scenery is definitely beautiful that way. Trying to remember Tahoe last year. It was just a lot of fun activities. Like you have Tahoe, which is the hiking, the trees, the mountains, just that atmosphere compared to like a beach of either Florida or Jamaica or someone where it's also beautiful there as well. It's just opposite ends of the spectrum. It's it's just a great morale booster in a way of just being able to experience it.
Right. I agree. I think there was just so much to do in Lake Tahoe. It kind of geez, what's that word again? Encapsulate.
There you go.
Okay. Almost everything that all the other retreats that we do, so we're able to bike and hike and walk and even swim.
Yeah.
Even if it's like maybe at a gym indoors, but there is so much that we can do there, because the environment that we are in, we're able to do so much. So it's like one of the least limiting places that we have, that we're able to like really like take full advantage of the whole land.
Yeah, it's true. And the weather's pretty amazing. Like you go to, I mean, we've been to Temecula and it's been frigid. Then we went to Jamaica and it was like so hot, but fun. You go to Tahoe and it's like an even 70 degrees the entire time. It's like, it doesn't get any better than that. Like, it's pretty great. One of my favorite places, hands down. But we do have other retreats coming up, guys. We have Tahoe, and then what's next?
Miramar Beach, Florida is the very end of October.
There you go. And then we go, we don't go cruising. We go to Jamaica in January.
Correct.
Yes.
That should be a shirt. Jamaica in January.
Back to my homeland.
Yes.
Good times.
Oh, take me home. I was going to sing the country road song.
It's like that's the country.
They have a Jamaican version to that too, by the way.
Do they?
West Jamaica. Yeah.
Yeah, they should. Well, next time we're there, you got to teach us that song.
Okay, it's the same words.
Same words.
They just changed to say West Jamaica instead of West Virginia.
I
think. Now fact check. Let me go check that out.
Oh, fact check. Anything else you guys want to add about retreats before I change the topic?
Well, I think if you're not on the newsletter, I think it's important that you reach out to us and get signed up on the newsletter, because not only do we have the fun, great retreats coming up, but there's more news that we have of different style of retreats we have coming up next year. And we have cool swag and cool things on our store as well that you can check, with shirts and just any type of recovery modalities like massage guns and what have you. So there's so much that you can know, and we'll love to share with you guys, and just keep in contact with each other throughout the next couple of months and see what's right for you. And whenever you're ready to be a part of one of these retreats and be part of the family, we'll love to have you.
Yeah. And springing off of that, the YouTube channel is something we're getting more accustomed to posting on, one of the things that we just put up was Carrie making, what did you make?
Oh yeah, egg bites. Just like, I just made a protein smear. That was my other thing. Yes, I made the egg bites that I made the last couple retreats that everyone enjoyed. So go check that out and make it. Tell me how it turned out.
Yes.
Live on the YouTubes. Tell your friends. Yeah, this has been great, guys. We hope you guys hop on to the newsletter, which you can do by going to the website. There is a subscribe to the newsletter button. Follow our Instagram if you don't already. And if you're listening to this podcast and you've not connected with us personally and you would love to talk, you can do that by dropping us an email via the contact on the website. And the website is thereviveretreats.com. We would love to get to know you and answer any other questions that you might have. What I really want everyone to take away from today is that don't let fear stand in the way of you doing something that can change your life, like a Revive retreat. We like to say, if you travel with us, you're traveling with a purpose. So
Preach.
all right, guys, we will see you next time. We will come back to you with another special guest on the podcast. So until then, we love to do this little thing where we go 3, 2, 1, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, stop.
E